Introducing the most powerful force in the wrestling world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural episode of the HJ Show. I'm your co-host, Johnny, and the H in the HJ Show, H.
Yo.
So, this is exciting. We're going to start something brand new for kind of just you and I. We'll have some people on occasionally.
Yeah, if anyone wants to show up, they can.
But for those that don't, here's what you guys can expect. H, he's a toy enthusiast, a deathmatch man, and me, I'm just a lover of wrestling. I have varied interests. I travel. Probably just hear my ringtone going off. But yeah, we're just gonna talk, bring up some of the topics that relate to wrestling, and have fun.
Probably venture off into stuff that doesn't.
I mean,
it has been a while, and I have done a lot of shopping.
I mean, it'll probably have some connection to wrestling somehow.
Oh yeah, somehow we'll work it back. I can always work it in.
Yeah, you said shopping, and it reminded me, like, my latest purchase was a SNES WCW video game.
And
of
very
course,
nice.
Just out of reach.
My most recent game purchases were Madden 2001 and Madden 2005. Because I collect NFL video games, which brings me on to one.
ESPN
2K5. Here's the wrestling link.
Yeah, I can't read that.
Yeah. Well, where is it? The crib. Earn crib credits with every game you play. Check out your crib, buy music, or play minigames. Answer your crib phone to compete against David Arquette, Carmen Electra, Steve-O, Jamie Kennedy, or Funkmaster Flex. I met David Arquette recently.
I've not met him.
He said no one had ever asked him to sign a copy of that. So one of one, I guess.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a Yakuza 6 or something like that I just bought. It was on clearance, and it has Samoa Joe in it.
Oh, cool. They've had a few in the Yakuza series, haven't they? I think Naito's been in it.
Yeah.
I haven't played a lot of them, but I know a lot of the New Japan guys have been in it.
I haven't played it. I bought it because I knew Samoa Joe was in it.
I already had that, and it was just as we were working Horror Rock and Wrestle Fest. I thought, like, I've got to have something a bit weird for one of the guests that's there. And I went, hang on, David Arquette was in an NFL game.
Yeah, if I can ever find a meet and greet with Kip Sabian, I'm gonna get him to sign a copy of Wrestling with My Family. Is that the story?
Fighting with My Family.
Fighting with My Family, because he's an extra in that.
No. Oh, it's in the other room. I did buy The Wrestler recently on DVD for £1.
Okay.
Everyone's in that. I mean, if you look down the cast list of that, it's crazy. Like, Claudio Castagnoli was in it with hair.
Really, all I think of when I hear The Wrestler is Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, that's the one. But you had Jay Lethal, John Zandig, R-Truth, Necro Butcher, Nigel McGuinness is in it, Austin Aries, Claudio, Blue Meanie was in it, Chuck Taylor. All extras and bit parts and stuff, but yeah, they're all in it. I'm sure that's the one I've seen that Claudio has hair. It's terrifying.
I'm gonna have to find that movie and rewatch it now. Because like
That's the only reason I bought it. So I've not seen that in years.
I didn't know Chuck Taylor or Claudio back then or any of those guys. So
Obviously, it was 2008 or something, so they won't look anything like you expect them to.
I mean, Jay Lethal hasn't changed much.
Oh no, he hasn't.
Yeah.
He'll still look the same.
I don't think Chuck's changed.
Yeah. Claudio just looks like Claudio, but with hair.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Revolver with Jason Statham. He's got hair in that, and it's terrifying.
See, I thought Karrion Kross, when he grew his hair out, was weird. Now I've just kind of gotten used to it.
Yeah, I'm used to it now. Now he looks a bit oddball to me.
You know what? I'm going to transition.
Sure, I got Karrion Kross here somewhere. Don't know where. Oh, it's there. He's bald. Yeah.
Talking about bald and weird hair stuff. I read this morning Hulk Hogan wants to buy the IP intellectual property.
Oh, for Hooters, I saw that. Yeah, I saw
that. Is he going to just rename it Hooters Brother? Apparently, it's played a big part in his life. Probably helped him find a wife.
I mean, like, will that be just the stateside ones, or will he get the ones that are over here as well? Because there's a few over here.
I think it would depend on how the whole corporation is.
Yeah.
Because, like, they could have different divisions for their American side, and then their international side could have a separate division. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know there's in Liverpool there's a company that puts shows on in Hooters.
I think I remember you've talked about that before. But yeah,
I haven't been, but it seems pretty cool.
And it's intellectual property rights. It's not actually the restaurants, so he'd just be able to put like Hooters branded merchandise out and sauces or other food.
Yeah, it's all a bit of an odd one, but you know.
I mean, it'd be better than a restaurant. He tried a restaurant and it failed.
He's still got the bar, hasn't he?
I don't know. I didn't know he had a bar. I know he's got his little shop.
He's got his weird little shop, but I'm sure he's got a beach bar as well.
Who knows? I mean, you got to keep your portfolio diversified, I guess.
I mean, Florida, so I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if Hulk Hogan had a beach bar. That seems like the most normal thing.
Speaking of Florida, I was listening to, I think it was Talk is Jericho. Yeah, it was Talk is Jericho. I'm pretty sure. And he had a guy that was doing a documentary about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Right.
One of their headquarters is in Clearwater, Florida.
Oh. Okay.
And so it just was like Florida Man right there.
Yeah. There's something else in Clearwater, Florida.
I think that's where Hogan has his shop.
Possibly. It's also where the Orange County Choppers guys have their museum and bar.
I didn't even know they had a museum and bar. And I thought they were California, not Florida.
No, they relocated to Florida after the show, and I think it's attached to a Harley Davidson dealership.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. It only came to me because we've just taken the kids to the fair, and I had an Orange County Choppers shirt on, and someone asked me if I knew what they were doing. I was like, yeah, they're down in Florida, and Googled it. Oh, bar and museum.
Oh, right.
I mean, Paul Sr. looks like he belongs in Florida.
I mean, it's that age, probably.
Yeah, and he's got the Hogan tash.
Yeah, but that's kind of biker-esque type thing, in my opinion.
I get that. I do get that.
So I'm in Oklahoma. You're in the UK. When you say fair, do you mean like Carney set up rides and everything? Okay.
Yeah.
For all I knew, you could have been like, oh yeah, a Renaissance fair is fair. Of course, some people call it Ren fairs that.
No. The Carney rides, rig games thing.
They're not rigged. They're just more a higher level of difficulty.
Yeah. To be fair, I did want to get one of my mates down because one of them was darts based, and I was like, should I just ring Dave now? Like, Dave, get down here and clear it up for us.
Hey, those darts ones, yeah, their tips are blunted and stuff, but if you throw it with enough force, it still sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the few games I will play at a carnival if I ever go, or on a street I'll go, is I will play the darts games. But I have to look at the darts first. I don't care if they're blunted, but there was one at a street festival I recently attended. You actually had to hit the star, and I can't do that.
Yeah. I don't know what the one was with proper dartboards, but we had to go on the one that had loads of small circles with numbers in. You had to score over a certain amount. You had to score over 3 to win a prize, over 6, 9, 11 to get bigger and bigger prizes. So obviously both the kids got the smallest one. So Jamie had to go and scored 4, I had to go and scored 5.
Why couldn't you just like blow her out of the water?
Oh, I was trying to. There was a Pikachu that was about that big. I wanted 11. I was going for 11 or more.
Do they not let you like trade up or anything like that? I know a lot of fairs have stopped that.
I don't know. We were happy with what they got, so it's all right. But yeah, we've done what since I've shown everything off. We've done For the Love of Wrestling, Wrestle Rock and Horror, or whatever it was called, and Liverpool Comic Con with TNT. So I have bought all sorts of weird crap that I've forgotten about. For example, Biker Mice from Mars.
I loved that show.
So did I. I found it in a bag of loose stuff and I was like, I'm having that.
I might have actually had that toy as a kid. Walmart over here in the States, they have a little collector's area in their electronics, and they're starting to come back in that. It's just crazy.
I've seen some more. I mean, this might be a more modern one, actually. 1992 to 2005, it says on the foot. That doesn't help much.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the more modern ones then.
Definitely. I got Shaggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know. I think that was the charity shop near me. So we went in. I took Zach in on the way home one day, and you know, there's like a set of kids' drawers that they fill with like loose stuff. And I thought, like, oh, take him in there. He can get a few new cars, and you know, we'll be happy. Oh, where have I put him?
I was in an antique shop last weekend looking, and I like to look at their toys. I found a really old Hulk Hogan. He still had his hair toy for £5. And if it was any other wrestler, I would have bought it.
Yeah.
That was probably 90s because of the way it was made. But I just couldn't spend my money on Hogan.
No, definitely not. I can't find the one. It's probably fallen off the desk. The one thing that made me stop and think, oh, hang on, we're onto something here. Because I pulled the first drawer out for Zach to have a look. And he went, oh, Daddy. And he picked up a McFarlane Master Chief from Halo. So I thought, oh. I started sliding open the other drawers. I'm like, these have just been refilled. So we left with a big bag. Stuff for both the kids and stuff for me. So, like, Morbius from Spider-Man. I never had a Morbius figure. Not even in the 90s when I had all the Spider-Man figures. Never had Morbius. And there he was staring at me. Got loads of load of Star Wars Jedi that I was missing, some Lord of the Rings stuff. What else was in there? Little Iron Mans and Spider Mans and stuff that I've already filed away on various shelves. Yeah, great day for finding. That's all the wrestling figures. Yeah, great day for finding proper. I can see a bag with jacks on it. I think that's it. Oh, this is just what I've not filed away somewhere. Hugh Jackman Wolverine from like Burger King or something. Falcon, Abomination, Captain America. Speaking of Mickey Rourke, Whiplash that he played in Iron Man 2. Ant-Man, another Captain America, and another Abomination. Everyone else has been filed away somewhere on a shelf. I've got no idea what I've done with Master Chief. May have put him on the TV because there's a gap where something's fallen off. That might have been him.
Or Zach took him and plays with him now.
Yeah, possibly. Could be. I'm going through my head where I'd have put that, and no. It's either on the red shelving unit behind me or on top of the TV. I can't think of anywhere else I'd have put that.
So.
Found it. Makes more sense. He's on top of the big unit next to me, next to Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
Because that made sense in my head.
Oh, yeah.
First person shooters in it.
Yeah. Makes total sense. So
it just came to me when I put it.
So I know over in the UK, you guys haven't been able to watch the NWA for a while, right?
No.
Guess what?
We get the odd bit. So I think the big shows we get on YouTube. It's where were we? Me and Jamie were away somewhere. Oh, might be when we were on holiday. We went to the caravan. Battle Riot was on, and it was free live on YouTube, so we watched that the next day.
Battle Riot's MLW, Major League Wrestling.
Oh, it's MLW I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because another one of theirs pops up. Yeah, NWA. No,
well,
not seen it.
That might be changing for you guys.
Oh.
Roku channel. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting ready to launch a wrestling-themed channel. It's going to have NWA and Women of Wrestling on it. Mixed. Cool. It's going to be their newer stuff, their older stuff, and they're going to have some docu-series mixed in with it also.
Oh, cool. So just like one of them free 24-hour, it's just constantly showing stuff.
Yeah. Like, last I knew, Roku already had a channel like that was like Doctor Who, TNA, and just, I think one might be a mix of like MASH and Andy Griffin and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I've seen a TNA one on, might have been Pluto.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking is Pluto, not Roku. But Roku said they reached like 90 million viewers worldwide.
Oh.
So that's a massive jump from Twitter, which is where NWA's been airing their stuff. Tuesdays at 6:05, I get the notification from Kerry Morton's Twitter and NWA every now and then.
I don't do Twitter, so I'm oblivious to that.
I started Twitter 2 or 3 years ago because I kept seeing people, like, websites pop up and wrestlers would be like, hey, I'm going to be here. And it'd be a tweet.
Yeah.
So I got Twitter to follow my favorite wrestlers so that I can see when they're going to announce stuff. Unfortunately, it's always like Sting will post, oh, I'm here today, or oh, I'm here tomorrow. And it's like, dude, how can I prepare?
Yeah. Yeah, no prior notice, just those days.
Yeah. Like, I know Sting's going to be at Oklahoma City Galaxy Con in a week or 2 weeks, something like that. Oh, no, Memorial Day weekend, so 2 weeks. And I'm not able to go to that, but I've met Sting before. Mick Foley's also going to be there. we having his one night show in Tulsa, which I've been to.
Cool.
It was okay.
I really enjoyed it when I went to see him. Although, speaking of Sting and Foley, they were both at For the Love of Wrestling. So I didn't get anything signed by Sting or Foley. Sting was only there for one day and the queues were ridiculous. And so were the prices. And I've already met Foley. But I did get... Right. There's a folder over there with all the 8x10s in, because Jamie was working with Tajiri, so she got like Tajiri, Shane Douglas, Sabu.
Yeah, she posted an amazing picture on her Facebook.
The ECW Originals photo
yes.
shoot. Yeah, it was cool, that. That was cool. I was sat with Dana Brooke, Ash by Elegance on one side, and on the other side was Deborah.
Nice.
Deborah was mental. What she was telling us on the Sunday morning, because Tajiri, as Jamie will tell you, did not speak English to anyone. He can, but he does the whole thing in character and will not speak English. He said like 3 words to her all weekend. But apparently he was doing the same with everyone. Deborah was saying on Sunday morning, they went to the hotel and the 2 of them were stood in a lift together. She said, "Oh, how are you doing?" "Nothing. Don't speak English." She's like, "Motherfucker, I worked with you 20 years ago. I know you speak English."
Oh, I met Tajiri once at a MLW event down in Dallas, and I think he spoke English then, but it was hard to hear because it was really loud. And I think the only reason he spoke English then is he was working his own merch.
Mm.
And it's hard not to speak English when you're working your merch and you want the money.
Yeah.
But to me, he just looks like a little old Japanese grandpa right now. Like, that photo, he is a little longer.
The Japanese were mob-handed. They brought their own everyone. It was really mental. They all came, like, together. But there was, like, Tajiri, Great Muta, another bloke whose name escapes me. And then, like, their manager and, like, their wives and friends and... Yeah. Oh, and Sonny Ono. He was dealing with all their money.
Yes, I can see Sonny doing that.
Yeah, that was weird.
I went down to Arlington for a
mental
Lucha Libre show last month or the month before, and Ultimo Dragon was there. And I took a mask of his that I have in my WCW Nitro game. And I got him to sign both of those. And Sonny was there. And Sonny had just got off the Jericho cruise previously, so I seen him there. Asked him how he liked it. He was like, "Yeah." And Ultimo Dragon's like, "Oh, you know him?" "Yeah, I know who Sonny Ono is." But yeah, it was cool. And again, if it wasn't just right out of reach over there, I'd grab the mask.
He was full sex pest mode that weekend.
He was what?
He was like a proper creepy sex pest all weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, like he kept telling Jerry, "Oh, I want to see your boobs." And at one point he walked past, there was Dana Brooke with me, then Deborah, and then Jacqueline. One point he walked past and he stopped directly in front of all 3 tables, turned around and went, "Ladies!" And then just wandered off.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
I did not see that side of Sonny Ono.
I did find out later he had been eating some funny chocolate.
Ah.
Yes. Yes. So I don't know whether he'd have been like that without, but yeah, it was a bit surreal. But I did also get...
And as you can see, H has some TNT shorts on. 3 men and a hound dog?
3 men in a body bag.
Oh, body bag.
3 PW. Sabu, Sandman, New Jack.
Nice.
Yeah. I took that down with me. I was like, Sunday morning, I'm like, slide that down and get Sabu to scribble on that for us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rocking me TNT DOA shorts.
Man, I think the only interesting meet and greet I've had that I haven't told you about is I met Heath last month. I showed you guys the picture. But my phone, I had used up all the memory on my phone. And that was right before I went and took the picture because I was recording for my other podcast around the Coliseum for Empire Pro Wrestling out of Oklahoma City. And I had no memory. I'd paid for the photo op and the autograph. And he's like, come on, man. You don't even have memory and you want a photo? Oh, come on. What type of person are you? Like, just bashing me over it. So I go off to the side. I delete some stuff. And I'm making up for him for the photo. And I come back. And he's sitting down. I'm like, dude, I can squat back there with you if you want. What? You want to squat on me? Dude, that's gross. Like, I said squat by you. Dude, you want to squat on me? What? Gross. I'm like, he's like, I'm not going to dish you if that's your thing, but gross, I don't want it. I'm like, squat? No. I'm not going to shit on you. No, squatting's pissing, man. I'm like, no, that's a yellow shower. Unless you're a woman, then you're squatting. And I'm not a woman. Wait.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I've got. Like, oh, this was a brilliant one. So a few weeks ago, I said to Jamie, like, why don't we just take the kids out somewhere for the day? Just try and tire them out. Let's go to Warrington. So we went. They were nightmares all day, hard work. But I've been after a McFarlane DC figure for a while of Lobo. That's recently been cast as Jason Momoa has been cast as him in the new James Gunn universe thing. And I've tried everywhere that I'd normally find the McFarlane figures cheap. And then I went into Cash Converters just because I spotted them pricing down the guitars. So I thought, right, going in and having a look at this. Walk around the corner. There it is, mint in box, 12 quid.
Yeah, but if that's a price tag on the front corner, it's no longer mint. Even if you can take that off, it's no longer mint.
No.
You're going to have the sticky residue.
Yeah. But it's fine, I unbox them anyway.
Like, I collect Funko Pops, and if it's got a tag on it, especially on, like, an important part, I will not buy it.
Yeah. Oh no, all my McFarlane ones are loose. So there's Etrigan that I picked up at one of the shows at Bowlers. Might have been, I think that was Rock Horror and Wrestle. I don't know. It's a bloke that I usually go and buy stuff off that deals in loose figures. I spent way too much money with him. I found a Space Marine that I've been looking for. And that.
It looks familiar, but I can't place what it is.
That's what I did. I went, that's cool. I think I recognise it. It's from Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep.
And it is Bubba Hotep.
That was such a weird, funny show.
Yeah, it was like the nursing home Elvis zombie apocalypse thing.
Black JFK.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I recognise that. I was like, I think that's Bubba Hotep. So I bought it anyway, and then Google lensed it on the way home, and I was like, yeah, I was right. I'm glad of that.
That's crazy.
Same bloke. I bought a figure purely. I bought two off him. One, I knew immediately what it was, and I didn't know the movie got a figure range. So it interested me. which was that guy.
It looks like Chuck Norris. No, it's not Chuck Norris.
It's a Confederate soldier with a big ear horn and his belly button out. I saw it and immediately went, couldn't remember the character name, still can't. Oh, that's from Wild Wild West.
Okay. That's what I was just thinking just now.
Yeah, didn't know that movie got a figure range, but apparently so.
There's a lot of movies that get figure ranges that I don't know they got.
Yeah.
It. Like, really? That got it?
Up where I've just got that from, in the charity shop I was on about, I found a Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing. Okay. I didn't know that movie got a figure range. I can find them all online, apart from the one that I've got back there. And I bought this one.
It looks like Sam Elliott.
That's why I bought it.
Is it not Sam Elliott?
It is Sam Elliott from The Golden Compass, I think.
I
haven't seen it. Movie. I haven't seen it, but I saw it. I was like, that is definitely Sam Elliott. I'm buying that.
I think over here it had like a compass and a weird polar bear on the cover, and
yeah, that's the one. I've not seen the movie, but
I heard it had
a Sam Elliott figure. I'm having that.
I heard it had really bad religious overtones to it, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I didn't really have much interest in watching it anyway, but I've got a Sam Elliott dressed as a cowboy figure.
Yeah. I mean, of course, Sam Elliott dresses as cowboys a lot, so.
Yeah. Well, it could have been him from Big Lebowski or something. Although I think he's got a cowboy hat in that as well.
Yeah. So, don't know how to tie that back into wrestling unless you want to bring up like Adam Page and his cowboy hat. Which
I can do cowboy hat. So.
APA locker. No, that's the filing cabinet. Nice. Oh, even better.
Yeah. I used my allowance for working for the love of wrestling to get Farouk and Bradshaw to sign the filing cabinet.
They're both going to be in Tulsa at an upcoming Comic-Con, and I am half tempted to go just because of them being there. But I don't have anything cool like that for them to sign.
I was racking my brain about who was there and what I had. And I remembered the DVD with Sabu on the front. And I was like, I've got the APA filing cabinet. I haven't got the APA figures. I'm still on the hunt for them. But I was like, I've got the filing cabinet. That'll be cool.
Well, I have an old copy of WWF Raw is War, I think it is. That, as far as I can tell, that's that's Ron Simmons' first video game to be in, as far as I can tell. So I'm thinking about, if I go, I take that and get it signed. Because I think that's cool getting my old video game signed, especially if it's their debut video game.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Yeah, Bradshaw didn't seem too bothered about that. Ron was like, wow, that's cool. And like pressing the button to shoot it out. He's like, it still works. I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I found that was clearing out my mum's garage. I was like, all right, cool. I'll have that.
Yeah, Bradshaw just doesn't seem like the type to have a lot of fun.
No.
Very uptight, businessy.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, it was an odd one. It was nice to meet him, but it was odd.
And then I've heard lots of good. I've heard one bad thing about Ron Simmons, but then that same guy that had that bad experience with Ron Simmons met him again several more times and never had a bad experience. So he's just
just caught him on an off day then.
Yeah. And speaking of off days, AEW last night on their live transmission had an off day.
Yeah, cut the last half an hour off to show a movie with The Rock in it.
Well, not necessarily a bad thing because of The Rock, but they had technical...
Oh, I just thought that was funny. It cuts off early and they stick The Rock on.
Well, when I woke up this morning to look for news stories and everything to cover and look at and talk about, I see on Yahoo News, AEW interrupted by The Rock. And it's like, whoa. The Rock interrupted AEW? And so I clicked the bait, you know?
It's it makes a great clickbait headline.
Yeah. Just like WWE Hall of Famer to return to and start new dynasty or continue a dynasty. I click it. WWE legend Tatanka tweets out that he will be at Saturday Night Live main event or Saturday Night main event.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, I was highly disappointed.
Yeah, I think I'd have probably clicked on that and got not forced.
And I mean, you got to get the clicks because that's how websites work.
Yeah,
it's like throwing funny names on videos because that's how you get the views, and the views get you the 1 penny for every 1,000 watches if you're monetized.
Yeah,
you probably won't ever get monetized.
I have got some items here that I have acquired that I don't think I've shown you. One of them will make no sense, which is great. Oh no, the one that doesn't make sense I can't seem to see. So Jamie bought me that.
Is that the ECW World Television Championship? Nice.
Yeah. It's missing 2 press studs off that side, so we knocked like 25 quid off.
I mean, depending on the original price, that's not bad. I mean,
no, it's fine by me because I'm only going to use those 2 to wall mount it anyway.
Oh, like hey.
Like the one that's just up there.
I might be able to wall mount my stuff soon.
Where's the item that won't make any sense whatsoever? So I've got...
You going to turn into a zebra?
That was from Big Lou. When he refed Darwin and Brett.
Nice.
Yeah. Which will look cool with Darwin's... Because that was after Darwin did the broken ankle bit. And I've got Darwin's moon boot from when he had that, from when he did that bit. So that looked cool on the wall together.
It looks like a boxing glove from this angle. It is a boxing glove.
It is.
With thumbtacks.
Yeah, from DOA.
Ow.
As we were getting ready to leave, they were just sweeping all the debris off the floor to the side, and I went, I'm having that. Yeah.
Why would they just sweep that off to the side?
Don't know, but yeah, I grabbed it. But I was carrying like all the stuff, so I was like, how am I going to transport this back to the car? So this is, late night Liverpool city centre. He's backpacking everything, and I'm wearing this on my hand, like walking past coppers on patrol and stuff, and I'm like, pay no attention to that. You don't see my left hand.
I mean, I don't think anything would be illegal about that technically.
No, but it's dodgy.
I mean,
dodgy looking.
Liverpool's just a rough neighborhood at night, you know?
No, I mean, to be fair, you need that. Oh, there it is.
Oh, Michael Caine mask?
Yep. So it was the good Dr. Leonardo Darwin has been appearing at TNT doing doing bits. He appeared as Gain, and what was it he was doing? Was it him and Blue Kane? He did a bit anyway, where there was a projector, and it was him painted up like Paul Bearer doing a promo for another. You've got Blue Kane, Gain, Cocaine, and then out he came in the Kane attire, wearing that as Michael Caine. That was in the same pile of swept across stuff face down. I just spotted the silhouette. Well, I know what that is, and I'm having it.
That's just crazy that someone's just sweeping that aside. Like,
well, it's the shows are in a nightclub, so they just need everything down and gone quick. So it all just got swept to one wall. So I just walked past where I'm having that.
Yeah, but like the ring boy or something doesn't just like take it to the back.
You'd think so. But they've made it here.
I mean, I don't even think independent shows here in Oklahoma, if they have a table or something, let you get anything like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anyone looked for either of those items afterwards, but I ran straight over them like having them.
I'm sure whoever made that glove is missing that glove.
Well, I don't know, because the other one had gone missing. The other one got used, because I think it was it Ricky Shane Page in the first round? Fans Bring the Weapons match. That might have been Osman Faith. I can't remember. Whoever it was, put that one on, realised it was the left, took it off, threw it, put the other one on and used it.
Okay, so it's not like the wrestler actually made it, so it's not something like they would want to reuse.
No, it was a Fans Bring the Weapons bit. It was Tim Strange and... it was Fans Bring the Weapons. Tim Strange and Aspen Faith, I think. Maybe. Sure. I can't remember the card. But yeah, either way, I spotted it. I'm taking that.
And if you eventually remember, I'm sure you can get it autographed.
Yes, when I eventually remember who it was.
Yeah, because that's where a lot of this stuff comes in, is like having it autographed.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool to have those memories.
It's cool to have. I mean, it'll be up on, I think it's Fight that there's a streamed on now.
Yeah, but don't you have to pay for Fight? Or at least in the US, I think you have to pay.
Got to pay for it over here. But at least it's not Progress.
I mean, Progress had a lot of cool things going through it there for a while.
Yeah, true. And I mean, if it was IWTV, I wouldn't mind, because then I'd be able to get the stuff your side that I want to watch as well.
I mean, there's just a lot of content this side. I don't know how much of it's worth watching, though.
True. I know Rise have just put their Las Vegas show on YouTube for free.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through, I think. Just watch Jack Harrop and B.A. Rose, so I've got a couple more matches.
I have last night's Collision to watch, minus that last 30 minutes. I think I'm 2 weeks behind on SmackDown, a week behind on NXT, and I haven't watched but 2 or 3 episodes of Raw since it went to Netflix. I didn't realize that
Backlash
Lynch was back.
Yes. I can't remember when that happened.
Mania? WrestleMania.
I think it was Mania. Yeah, it was Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched Mania and I've watched Backlash, nothing in between.
And you probably
seen the odd highlight.
You probably still pick up what was happening in those.
Yeah, I'll see the odd highlight on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. AEW, however, I haven't got a clue.
And then I seen Jeff Cobb is now on SmackDown, done by JC Mateo.
Yes.
Which I don't know if they meant to do it or if there's something deeper to Mateo, but I want to say that's a callback to his Lucha Underground days.
I can't remember the character name. I remember him in like the boiler suit and the mask.
Yeah.
He was cool. I like that.
I will Google Jeff Cobb Lucha.
I mean, I miss Lucha Underground. It was good. Oh, and I've got that weird knuckle cruncher to hand.
Oh yeah, you showed. I've seen that Roman Rock.
Yeah, Roman's head on the rock. Jamie's like, why are you buying that? And I'm like, because it's weird. I need it.
It was Matanza Cueto, not Mateo.
I know somewhere I've got, it was from an old board game type situation. It was sort of like half action figure, half board game. But like a lot of it, there was clearly no quality control because a lot of them got botched. So I've got somewhere it's the Punisher's body with Captain America's head, but it's clearly gone through painting on the Punisher line. So it's got the mask is black like the rest of him. So it's like US Agent with the Punisher skull. Oh, I'm having one of them.
Interesting. I can never find like mess ups like that. There was one time, and I almost bought it, that I found a Splinter action figure with Russian words on it in the US.
Oh.
And I almost bought it, but I was like, nah, I don't want to. I'm not a collector of that stuff. I want to let somebody that would actually be like, hell yeah, I want this. I love Splinter. I love the Ninja Turtles action figures. I wanted someone like that to get it type thing.
Yeah.
Versus,
we've got a lot of turtles, but they're mostly Zacks, apart from I've got one on the top of the TV that's Donatello dressed as Spock.
But do you have Seth Rollins and Michelangelo or whatever?
No, I've got none of the WWE ones. The new ones where it's them, where it's like the wrestling figure. The only one I'm really fussed about is the Cody Rhodes.
I don't think I've seen the Cody one.
As Casey Jones with like the hockey mask.
Oh, that seems horrible.
Yeah, that one's not bad. I want the ones that were the turtles as wrestlers. So like Taker as Donatello, or Donatello as the Undertaker, and Raphael Sting.
Leonardo was John Cena.
And
Michelangelo was Macho Man. Right?
Yeah, Macho Man. Yeah, I want those ones.
So do I.
But they pop up occasionally online, and they're really expensive. Well, they're not really expensive. They're just more than I'm willing to pay.
Well, speaking of pop up online, if we don't wrap this up, we're never going to pop up online. So, H, this is just the start of something amazing.
Oh, indeed.
If you've watched this to the end and enjoyed any of it, like, subscribe, comment, help drive us up the algorithm so others can see us. And this has been...
Let me know if you can find any more Chase Simpsons figures.
Yes. Throw any action figures at H. This is the HJ Show.
That's from work.